So if you're used to watching my YouTube videos, you know, this is the sort of view you're probably used to. What you might not have ever expected was that this would happen. Excuse my bare foot there. Yeah, things are changing. So I was having a little think recently and I thought, you know, obviously I'm still working on my guitar chops. That's a lifetime's journey and it never stops. But at the same time, you can't wait to be as good as you want to be before you know, sort of try and do something really creative with it. I want to create some music. I've talked about that since the day my YouTube channel started. I'm at the point where the music that's in my head is finally starting to come through in my fingers to some degree. And then I start to feel that there's something missing. And that thing is playing as a proper sort of musical unit, you know, playing as a band. Now, I've toyed around with playing the bass, I play the baritone, and I mainly play the guitar. But to lay down the things that are in my head, I really need to play some basic drums. Now, it's not an easy thing to start. I bought this drum kit 4 days ago, and I've got about 3 to 4 hours on it. And as you can hear, I'm still finding out, you know, how to play. This video is not going to be about this drum kit and about how I'm learning, but there will be one soon, sort of like drum basics for guitar players or something. We'll do that in the next week or two. But yeah, it doesn't always go smoothly, of course. Like with learning any new skill, it takes time and patience. Time I have, patience I'm less good with, but I'm working on, you know, really sort of learning some drum basics and how to hold tempo and things like that. As I said, I'm going to get more into the drum side of things in a future video, which will come up soon. Really, I want to talk about what is my aim with this, my plan going forward. So over the last 6 to 12 months, I've developed a sort of swampy, bluesy style that I adore. Today you're hearing the Gibson SG with the Tweed amp, the 633 Engineering KF30. No overdrive pedal or anything. This sort of sound is what I really start to hear in my head now. And I've got ideas for the sort of, you know, swampy blues rock thing that I want to create musically, you know, and involve the slide. And another thing is to try and include my baritone tunings and everything into all of this. This is the sort of musical journey I want to go on. Got to start by learning how to structure a piece of music with the drums and the guitar, still allowing my idea of my guitar playing to come through. I play a lot with my thumb on the root note, which once you start to add a bass in, it sort of gets in the way. So I'm going to have to relearn how to play without that root note a lot of the time. But I've got a lot of ideas. Today, all I did was sit down and play the guitar for 5 minutes and then play the drums afterwards to sort of fit in with it. I wasn't going for something specific in terms of the actual drum pattern. I was just trying to feel the tempo. I'm not using a click track. Coming from the more bluesy side of things, As I heard a top blues drummer, in fact BB King's blues drummer, said, it's not RPMs, it's FPMs, it's feels per minute. And the only click track you hear in a blues club is a gun being cocked if you get it wrong. But yeah, not sure that's very relatable to me. But, essentially I want to play by feel. That's how I tend to do everything. So at the moment, I'm not using a click track when I'm recording to the guitars, but when I'm practicing to a click track or a metronome or the sort of drum learning program, which I'll show you, as I said, soon. So at least I feel like I've got a decent ability to keep time. I mean, maybe I should have played drums from a much earlier age, because I've always got in trouble at school for tapping on things and clicking fingers, and just generally my wife will always say, why are you always doing something? And it suddenly dawned on me that I should get a drum kit, learn how to actually play the thing, get something useful out of my sort of extra energy. I hope that makes sense. So this is a new beginning for me. I'm really excited. I'm excited to come out with fewer videos, but ones where I've actually learned something about how to make music, or rather than being, we talked about this recently on a video that I put up last week, I think. I didn't want this to be a gear channel. In some respects, it has sometimes ended up being a gear channel, but I think what I want it to be is a channel where when we talk about gear, it's not in isolation, it's in relation to why I've used it. I've tried to do that over time, but without having the actual music to play with, it was difficult to talk about. And I don't love playing to backing tracks. It's not the way my brain works. I want to create my own feel, my own vibe. And I'm just so excited to get on with this and record what I hope will, the reason I put this out, if you're new to the channel, I've never been scared to show all my vulnerabilities and the whole journey when it comes to making music and putting myself out there has been one of showing how I go from being pretty rubbish, rudimentary, to just improving within my own potential. It's not about being the best in the world or whatever, that's not going to happen, but it's about becoming the best person, player, musician, whatever you want to say, that you can be. And for me, that means learning how to play the drums, the bass and the guitar together, and creating just some stuff that I would like to listen to, and with influences of all my favorite stuff. So there's going to be a little bit of drums and guitar music in every video I do now. I'm hoping to pick up my bass more often and really put sort of like trio stuff out there. We'll have to call the band Me, Myself and I know it's a bit cheesy, but it works. So yeah, I'm off to practice some drums for the rest of the day. As I said, you might see a bit less of me to start with, because I want to get better at the drums before I put a lot of stuff out there. I want to have a few weeks under my belt, learn some ways of holding the structure throughout a 2-minute piece of music, putting fills in the right place, learning the rudiments. If you don't know what that is, there are sort of rudimentary techniques, 40 of them specifically, that you should learn as a drummer, and I just need to start on those. But I hope that this will be a reason for you to want to watch the channel and to see where I go with this and maybe how you can go. And the next video, I will give you a brief rundown of this particular drum kit. It's a mid-level, I'd say, drum kit. Costs £600, so not too mental. I want to show you what it can do. It's really quite impressive, and I love it. So anyway, this was about my new beginnings, and I hope you've enjoyed that. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.